Hello, so this is a 3-minute tutorial on how to replace a Bosch battery, a Powerpack, with an infinite battery. We will first check the compatibility and then see how to modify the top holder. So first you need to understand that the infinite battery is aimed at being able to replace all batteries on the market, so we cannot be dropping compatible with every model. So there are a few things that you will need to do in order to fix properly the infinite battery on the bike. First, as the infinite battery is 3 centimeter, so 1.2 inch longer, and also 1 centimeter wider than a power pack, some configuration are not possible. These are examples where it's easy to replace the power pack. As you can see, there is nothing in front of the battery which could block it, and there is nothing on the sides. In these configuration, however, as you can see, the sides are too close and the infinite battery won't fit in. And sometimes here you see that in front you don't have enough space. On the Spicy Curry, it's, I think, limit. I haven't had the time to try, but we need to check if there is those 3 centimeters in front. Once you have checked the mechanical compatibility, be careful about the motor. We are compatible with Gen 2 and Gen 3, so Performance Line CX, Active Line Plus of Gen 2 and 3. We are not yet compatible with Gen 4 with Smart System. Please check the description because we are going to work on this. And at the time you look at this video, we haven't checked it, but maybe in the future it will be compatible. So be careful about that. So here is how to change. You need to remove the plastic part of the top end of the top support, and then the two screws that are holding the lock. And once you've removed the lock, you will find this support with two holes, and you will need to remove one side of this. So there's a little modification of the frame. However, as you can see, the frame will not be affected too much. There is this 3D printed guide that will help you to do it in a very clean manner. You can use a saw or a grind like this and remove properly the top that is blocking the battery. Once done, you can do it very cleanly with a grinder. So once done, you can place back, if you want, the for people that are scared that their bike is not compatible anymore with Bosch. As you can see here, it's still possible to put back the lock because the two holes are still in place. Even with just one screw on the top hole, the lock doesn't move at all because it's blocked in rotation. And the second screw can even be placed because the thread lock goes through the tube. So there is really no problem to put back the lock. And also you won't be able to see that that it has been grind because the grinded part is hidden by the lock itself. So you can come back to Bosch after you've done this modification. To do the modification, you remove the plastic part of the Bosch part, and you will also need to grind a bit the top of the lock. If you need to go back to Bosch in the future, the lock just costs 10 euros, so it's really not a problem to go back. You remove the plastic part, you put the one that we give you in the kit, which is slightly different, and then you put the top plastic cover on it, this part that is specially made for the infinite battery, and then you can place it on the bike. The only thing to know is that except instead of putting the two screws, you just need to put one screw on the bottom part, and this one screw you put it on the top part of the bike. Here is the screw, and this screw you put it not on the bottom hole but on the top hole here. This way you have a wider space for the battery to be fixed. And this is all you need to do. And as you can see, it's quite clean. Now you need to set up the firmware of the gouache battery. So you need to have a firmware version that is 1.4 or later, and select the bike controller as Bosch. Once you press this, and you might need to do a root configuration, so press on the button internal of the battery, but this, you will need to make it only once, so that's okay. Once you did this, you can place the battery on the bike, and as you can see, it's looking quite good from all sides. Once you've done this, you can press the button and it will wake up the battery, as you can see with the LED. You can also check that the number of bars representing the remaining energy is the same on the screen and on the LED. So everything is working well. Battery is communicating well. And then you can go for a test ride. That's all. Thanks a lot.